everyone, I'm Neelam Mishra. Welcome back. Hope you all are safe and having a nice learning experience with BioShorts that provides focused, relevant, and updated content on a wide range of topics frequently asked in university and competitive exams. Join me here today for another very useful video on a contemporary issue of renewable energy, the new DNA of future energy market. Do you know what is so special today? Let me tell you. 20th August is celebrated as Indian Akshay Urja Divas or the National Renewable Energy Day. The Ministry of New and Renewable Energy initiated to celebrate this day in 2004. Since then, it is being celebrated annually to create awareness about the importance of renewable energy and to popularize the benefits and uses of renewable energy products, devices, and systems in all spheres of life. As we all know, our country is one of the fastest developing economies and India needs more energy, which is affordable, reliable, and accessible to all citizens in the years to come. To fulfill this need, Government of India has set an ambitious target to achieve a capacity of 175 gigawatt worth of renewable energy by the end of 2022, which expands to 450 gigawatt by 2030. Experts believe that India has an advantage due to its geographic location with a potential of 1000 plus gigawatt renewable energy generation. The primary objective for promoting renewable energy is to advance economic development, improve energy security, improve access to energy, and mitigate climate change. Strong government support has pushed India to be one of the top leaders in the world's most attractive renewable energy markets. The crucial question here is, does a future exist where we can ensure enough energy for everyone while also being friendly to our planet or environment? Is renewable energy the game changer to a world so dependent on fossil fuels? Well, there is no easy answer, but I think so, and we all are very hopeful. Many others also believe that full-fledged switch to renewable energy is coming, and it's only a matter of time before the global energy market is dominated by renewable energy. Renewable energy is at center stage for sure and is booming worldwide. It is considered clean green and can help us tackle many of the world's problems. At this point, you need to understand what do we actually mean by the term renewable energy. What are its different sources and the current scenario of renewable energy in India? Let's begin with the definition of renewable energy. Renewable energy is energy produced from sources that are not depleted when used or are naturally replenished within a human lifetime. It is also referred to as inexhaustible or non-conventional energy. Renewable energy comes from different sources. Humans have been harnessing solar energy for thousands of years to grow crops, to stay warm, and to dry food products. Have you ever relaxed in a hot spring? If yes, then you have used geothermal energy. The Earth's core is about as hot as the sun's surface due to the slow decay of radioactive substances in rocks at the center of the planet. Let's elaborate more about the sources of renewable energy. First is solar energy. Solar energy comes from the sun to the earth in the form of electromagnetic radiations. This is one of the most promising renewable energy sources which will be available to the mankind for centuries to come. It is nearly unlimited source and largely non-polluting. It can be used directly either for heating or converted to electricity. The solar power generation is done by using a series of photovoltaic cells where the solar energy is converted into electricity. Apart from electricity, production of solar energy is also being used for thermal technologies to heat water, cook food, for desalination, etc. The only challenge remains to tap the solar energy in the most efficient and cost-effective way. Combining both solar energy and Earth's gravity provides other useful sources of energy. Solar radiation heats air and evaporates water. Gravity causes cooler air to sink and condense water vapor. Uneven heating of the Earth's surface causes the circulation of the atmospheric air, what we call the wind. The power of the wind is harnessed to propel the blades of wind turbine attached to an electric generator to produce wind energy. Wind energy is also an effective alternative source of energy in areas where the velocity of wind flow is consistently high, for example, the coastal areas. Water flowing downhill as a result of gravity can be harnessed for energy to drive turbines and generate electricity. In addition, the potential energy stored in the water held in dams is made to drive a water turbine and generator, which in turn produces electric power. This form of energy generation is called hydroelectric power. Out of all the alternative energy sources, this one has been most commonly adopted. Unfortunately, hydroelectric resources are not likely to increase since most rivers are already dammed or dried up. Next important source of renewable energy is biomass, which includes a wide range of organic material produced by living organisms or the waste of various human and animal activities like the byproducts and waste from timber industries, agricultural yields, municipal solid waste, etc. You can learn more about the different type of biomass resources from my previous video on classification of biomass. Out of many alternative sources of energy, biomass is the one which takes into account the utilization of waste material to develop energy, thereby disposing them of in a profitable and effective way. Being agriculturally rich, bioenergy is a promising renewable energy in India with plenty of supply of biomass material. Biomass can be used to produce solid, liquid and gaseous fuels which can replace the fossil fuels used in transportation sector, industrial sector and also in power generation. Next comes the source of energy in the interior of the earth. Decay of radioactive elements has produced heat throughout earth history. It is this heat that causes the temperature to increase with depth in the earth and is responsible for melting of metal rocks to form magmas. Magmas can carry the heat upward into the crust. Groundwater circulating in the vicinity of igneous intrusions carries the heat back toward the surface. If this hot water can be tapped, it can be used directly to heat homes, or if tapped at great depth under pressure, it can be turned into steam which will expand and drive a turbine to generate electricity. This is referred to as geothermal energy. Geothermal energy is limited to areas of known thermal activity, mainly volcanic areas. It is a prominently local resource but will never play a major role as a global energy resource. And in the end, let's talk briefly about tidal energy. Countries which have a large coastline are becoming aware of the ocean energy, which will lead to a new era of alternative energy in these regions. The moon's gravity is strong enough to cause high tides. As the moon moves around the earth, the high tide moves with it, creating the waves that are part of the tidal energy. The main problem with the tidal energy is its comparatively high cost and limited accessibility of the locations that have high tidal range. So this is all about the major renewable energy sources. Coming back to the significance of Renewable Energy Day, why governments all over the globe are pushing so hard to shift towards renewable energy sources. What is the urgency for the transition to clean energy? The answer is crystal clear. We all know that the conventional fossil fuel resources are limited and are going to be depleted soon. Energy needs have skyrocketed dramatically due to rapid economic growth in India. It is estimated that 2032, the primary commercial energy requirement in the country would go up by 4 to 5 times of the current level, and crude oil requirements by 3 to 6 times of the current level. Our societies are facing a major challenge of energy crisis and lack sustainable living because of several reasons. For example, overconsumption, increasing population, energy wastage, and environmental degradation. Moreover, the latest IPCC report points a very grim picture of the future. If the world fails to eliminate the use of fossil fuels over the next 3 decades, India will be disproportionately impacted by the climate change effects. So to avoid all this, development and use of renewable energy systems and technologies are becoming vital and the pressing need of the hour. The good news is rapid transition is technologically feasible. Now we have increasingly innovative and less expensive ways to generate renewable energy. This can be a driving force to the market as well, which is now willing to switch to non-fossil alternatives. All major Indian companies from Tatas to Reliance and Adanis to Mahindras are putting billions of dollars in renewable energy to deliver on the promise of a clean and sustainable future to the citizens of our country. In addition, being a signatory to the Paris Climate Agreement, India's renewable energy market is growing exponentially, and the same trend is expected to continue in future. This slide shows the current status of renewable energy sector in India. Phasing out of fossil fuel is imminent. We have no choice. Our planet's future and well-being depends on it. I will come up with some more exciting facts about renewable energy developments in the next video. My message to everyone on this occasion of Renewable Energy Day is we should do our part. Let's start choosing clean green energy for a better life tomorrow and a brighter future. At the end, I wish that your home sparkle with renewable energy. Thank you for watching. Thank you for participating in the celebration of Renewable Energy Day with me.